What's up guys, it's Evan from riversedgecutlery.com. Welcome back to another blade steel breakdown. Today we got a good one for you guys. A trifecta. We're gonna be talking about M390, 20CV, and 204P. While these three blade steels are made by different manufacturers and can have slightly different properties, today we're gonna be referring to them as a whole. They are chemically pretty much analogous to one another, maybe a little bit different in heat treat and oxygen content based off of the different manufacturers, but you can kind of consider them as one entity. As far as the history of these blade steels go, M390 came first. It was developed by Böhler in Austria in the late 80s, and actually it wasn't even developed for pocket knife blade steels at first. It had a huge presence in the kind of plastics industry and in different manufacturing applications, but it soon found its way into knife steels. As far as the properties of these three steels go, edge retention is where they really shine. The edge retention of these steels is so good because of the high carbide formation that these steels see, as well as their vanadium content. The edge retention of these really surpasses many of the more common blade steels that we see, which really just leads to you guys being able to use your knives a lot more without getting them resharpened. Another property that allows these steels to really shine is their high corrosion resistance. And this is often attributed to their high nitrogen content. 20CV, 204P, and M390 tend to have better corrosion resistance than steels such as S30V and S35VN and even S90V. They fall short of Vanex Super Clean and LC200N, but they're really right there. As far as toughness goes, 204P, M390, and 20CV have moderate toughness, which is generally why you don't see these steels being used in heavy-duty fixed blades, pry bars, or any tool like that you're going to be experiencing a lot of lateral force on. As far as some of the downsides of these steels, and there really aren't many, these steels can be a little bit more difficult to sharpen compared to something like S30V, S35VN, and the like. Additionally, they tend to carry a little bit heavier of a price tag, and that's not always the case, but you usually see M390, 204P, and 20CV in higher end production knives and actually a lot of custom knives at this point. All right guys, I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer. We'll take a look at some of the blades that we have set out here that all exhibit one of these steels. Like I said before, these steels come in a lot of higher end knives, but it's not always the case. The Kershaw link here, this comes in 20CV and an aluminum handle. That falls right under $100, USA made. That is an excellent value for the price. Of course, something that a lot of you guys will be familiar with, here is our exclusive REC PM2, and this comes in Carpenter 204P. And then another knife that exhibits one of these steels. This is the Adam Purvis Integral Xerx. I'm really excited about this knife. This comes in Böhler M390. It's an excellent piece. So with all that being said, it's kind of easy to see why a lot of people refer to these three steels as super steels. Usually when you get into a blade steel, you kind of have to give a trade-off. Like if you want toughness, you kind of have to give away corrosion resistance or another property. But with these guys, corrosion resistance, edge retention, and toughness is all right there at the very top. There's really not that much of a trade-off. You're getting a really well-rounded steel, especially for a low maintenance everyday carry blade. Alrighty guys, so that's the deal with 204P, M390, and 20CV. I'm Evan from Rivers Edge Cutlery. I'll catch you guys on the next knife steel breakdown.